Well, hello and welcome back, my body language buddies. We hadn't seen the Markle Claw in a while, and this is our opportunity to watch not one, but a double Markle Claw at the most recent appearance of the Harkles at the United Nations when Harry was giving his speech. Well, they were sitting, this is before he given the speech, they were sitting together. Harry was quite relaxed, you can see his hands on his legs, and well, Meghan said maybe Harry is smiling too much. Let's correct that because you can see that Harry was, well, smiling at that moment with genuine smile. I think it's a genuine smile. But then, Meghan goes and grabs his hand, and you can confirm that Harry was still smiling at that moment. Okay, and Meghan does it casually, okay, in even looking away. She was looking at him and then looks away. When the moment she touches his hand, what happens with his expression? Let's see it in slow motion. It changes completely, looking to the other way, like hiding his expression from Meghan. You can that's you cannot unsee that. She grabs his hand in a controlling gesture. You can see that her hand is absolutely covering him, his hand, and he looks away and he lets go of it. Lets go. He lets go his hand. Notice that. Notice what's going to happen going forward. He takes his hand away, like, don't grab my hand. Do not do it. You saw that. We all saw that. And moving forward, she is not happy with it and then does the double Markle Claw on his arm. Like, you're mine. Give me your arm because you're mine. You can. It's uncomfortable to watch that progression. Let's do it from the beginning again. They're smiling. He is relaxed, hands on legs. Then Meghan touches his hand. He is not pleased because he looks away and his expression changes completely. And he, like, give me my hand. Let's go for a hand. That's it. You can watch it again. Yeah, he takes his hand away. Okay, like, don't touch me. And she goes again for it. Clingy. Again. And then he looks nervous. He begins with that nervousness. That moment when she grabs his arm, he begins doing that, grabbing the flap of his jacket. He begins, his knees begin to, jump again like he does when he's nervous. His face is also tense at that moment. You can tell me that this is just a coincidence. There's so many signals at the same time. Let's put play just to see what happens next. You can see that he is visibly nervous and he is even venting. You know that when you put your tongue in your cheek, he's doing that. It's like his attitude changed completely from here. He was on his own to this. His face changed completely. That is no way of not spotting that. Let's put play to see what happens next. They remain that position. He is unusually stiff. Look at his neck. It's totally straight. It's not moving that much. And then he tries to relax a bit. She lets go of him. He begins to, turn his ring, his wedding ring, twisting it. She begins to touch him. This is a bit more casual, a bit more normal. But there is again something that I want to show you in this same clip. Right after this, he begins. There's a clip that he's giving the speech. I already made a live analyzing this speech. I'm going to publish a shorter version, a 9-minute video tomorrow of this analysis for all of you that could not watch the entire live. And then look at this. Harry is going back to his seat. This is important to understand the dynamics of the Harkles as a relationship. He sits down. Everything fine so far. He's shaking hands with the people around. Meghan is also, well, like smiling. He begins to talk to this man to his left, okay? Like getting nearer so he can listen. I can guess that there's a lot of noise at that moment in the hall, so you can get nearer so you can listen to the person next to you. Okay, he looks interested, invested. He even reaches out with his right hand to touch him in a friendly movement, a friendly gesture. He shakes his hand, okay, and it's like Meghan can't stand watching Harry behaving like that, because she instantly, what does she do 1 second after? She touches him again. She raises her hand to touch him again. Like, you remember that touch. I've analyzed that touch on Harry a couple times. It's like a cue. You remember that cue? Remember what that cue means? That cue means stop doing whatever you're doing now, okay? That's the cue, and he literally stops what he is doing, and she does it again, okay? He is trying to engage with the man to his left, and she keeps touching him, like, hey, I'm here. She's doing it again. I don't know why is she's so needy doing it over and over again. It's uncomfortable to watch. And well, he goes back to his usual head down demeanor of well, let's do this. I already gave my speech, and let's go back to my tense self again. And well, all that she wants is to grab my hand. So there you have it. He gives his hand to her in the end. Well, here you have my hand. Let me talk to this man. This man look friendly, look interesting. Here you have my hand. Do with it whatever you want, and let me have some kind of interaction outside you. Okay? This is uncomfortable. This is, I mean, Harry should have a bit more leeway, a bit more freedom. He has to find freedom. Maybe that's a nice title for a book, Finding Freedom, don't you think? And in the end, well, he's still trying to engage with a man to his side, and Meghan stood up first. Let's go. Time to go. You know how it is. What Meghan wants, Meghan gets. This is a short clip, but tells us a lot of the Harkles dynamics, and especially that gesture at the beginning. Like, he lets go of her hand. Don't touch me. And she grabs his arm. Interesting, this Harkles dynamics, and well, I'm sure that those will not be the last time. This is not going to be the last time we see them. My body language buddies, I hope to see you in another recorded video or another live with more information about body language and more details about human behavior. See you soon. Much love and bliss.